Hi, my name is Antonio, and I want to talk about why you should vote against the increase of the minimum wage. This is always a hot topic. Recently, I saw how Florida, where I live, vote to increase the minimum wage to $15 an hour in the next 6 years. Some say the raise in the minimum wage can be good to the poor and help the economy. The minimum wage should not occur because it will raise consumer costs, increase unemployment, and have a little effect on reducing poverty. Raising the minimum wage sounds like a good idea, but it will cause product price to increase too. A raised minimum wage will can cause inflation in the price of the products. A new academic paper that looked at 10,000 McDonald's stores in states that have raised the minimum wage. They found that almost of all of the stores had to raise the price of the product to cover extra costs. Not only will this occur to large businesses like McDonald's, but to thousands of small businesses too. They all will have to increase the price in their products to be able to pay the employees. This will hurt to consumers in the long run because they are no their own pay for the products. For example, I own a small family business of camera installation, and my employees are three of my niece who are college students and my brother. I pay my niece minimum wage because the job is easy and the schedule is flexible. If you look at the screen behind you, I will show you the image of current minimum wage in America. As you can see, Florida current minimum wage is $8.56. In the last election, Florida voted to increase the minimum wage to $15. It's like a double. That means I will have to increase the price of my camera so I can pay my employees more money. If I don't increase the price of the cameras, I will have to fire my niece, some employee, or one or two to make any profit. This brings me to my second reason why I should vote against the increase of the minimum wage. Increase the minimum wage will increase the unemployment rate. Studies show raising the minimum wage has negative effects on the employment and hours worked. If the price of labor raises, employers will reduce the numbers of employers or reduce the hours to work for current employers. This article also mentions how a 10% increase in the minimum wage is associated with a 1% reduction in employment. If you look at the screen behind you, here is the graph to show you how increase minimum wage back in 1990 caused a decline in the number of the job available. This will help to further prove that an increase in minimum wage equals a decrease in employment rates. Lastly, a raise in the minimum wage will have little effect on lowering the poverty level. In 1997, a study estimated the minimum wage increase of 1996 and 1997 actually increased the number of poor families by 4.5%. In other words, an increase in the minimum wage has resulted in an increase in poverty in the past. The question now is how can we prevent this increase in the minimum wage from happening? Well, the best way is to vote against the increase of the minimum wage in the next upcoming state election. I also want to raise awareness of this problem by education others of harms of a minimum wage increase. Lastly, I want you to do more research on this topic by your own. time and get your own conclusion. Just remember to read it from credible source. If people would have better informed themselves, they would have not voted for this change either. I encourage you to not vote for this big change in your next election. This may be hard to understand at first, but if you do some research, you will see that voting increasing minimum wage can do more harm than good. To conclude, I hope many speech has persuaded you into not vote for this change in your next election. Thank you for your time. We appreciate it.